I did all the right things today. I drank some coffee, got good sleep, I felt good and I felt calm. But still, chess does not care about that. And despite all of those things, I still made tons of mistakes and somehow got a result I just did not expect. All right, let's jump into the game. Okay, on with another rapid game. Again, I'm going to stick with the focus of Origin of Mistake and checks, captures, and threats. This means I can play the Dutch, which is my normal repertoire. I'm really happy with that. And hopefully I'll get into some more slightly comfortable positions today. Okay. Obviously this diagonal is open now. Oh no, have I just blundered? No, it's okay actually. God, I was worried then for a second. Okay, perhaps castle queenside now that my defense is open, or just play my normal setup here. Really mind that because I can get my bishop there. That's good. Okay. Do I want to open up this file? That's the question. Let's go here. Let's take, don't mind trading as black in this position because we've kind of got an early development advantage in a way, though my opponent's got more of the center. Does it make sense to get my bishop on this diagonal still? I guess it does. So good bishops was one of the focus in the early days. Let's get it there anyway. Not sure whether I want to castle this side now, honestly. One key move in the Dutch is always this when the opponent comes here, but now he has this. It doesn't really do anything. And if I castle, still doesn't really do anything. I can play this and takes, open up the F file. I'll just develop my queen first before this because I want to see what my opponent does before I play this move or before I position my knight, whether it's better here or here. My opponent's all playing very... Okay, now, do I have attacking chances? That's my main question. Castles. Can I play boom? Any issues there? I can't see it. Maybe I go for the early attack. Okay, I feel like I have a plan today. I feel like I'm more comfortable in this situation, which helps actually a lot. Okay, now, oh right, so I can come, this pawn's hanging at the moment. So we can just move it across and push. Yeah, guess I'll do that and then plan for this next move. My opponent can... Now he's exposed my bishop, which is kind of dangerous for him. Or her. Although Raoul. Anyway. Okay, interesting game. I feel quite good in this position at the moment, but anyway, checks, captures, and threats. Core point. Where does my opponent go? He doesn't have this diagonal open. Doesn't have this. Okay, yeah, that's kind of a I don't know what to do move. I guess my opponent just has to go back, and then I can get back to my original plan. And I open up this square for my knight, which is usually where it wants to go in these positions. Now do I just go bam bam, and then perhaps at some point open up my queen? Or do I come here first? I go here. Yeah, let's go here first, actually. But then I've got to be careful not to hang the... Okay, that was my original plan, so let's go with that. Can get my knight involved also, play a little bit slower. Here, potentially long castle at some point, long-term ideas. In the meantime, checks, captures, threats. This diagonal is always dangerous. But now my rook is defending here. I can potentially now again push. Now it's kind of a slow creeping attack, but it seems to be quite effective. The question is, do I need more pieces first, or can I just go okay, my opponent's slowing down. This is good. It means there's not that many easy moves, and I can't see any either unless he gets his rooks into the game. Okay, yeah, decent. We probably want to line this up. Okay, so say if I go here now, my opponent goes here, and then can I push again? Takes. No need for that. Slow down a little bit. Can slide my queen across at some point. Perhaps here might make sense, or at least here. Okay. I feel like takes. Hang on. Takes. Yeah, I don't have enough. Okay. So that is under attack, and I don't really want to expose this. I guess I can push. And castle. I guess I push here. Can't really see another alternative because I don't want to open up this immediately. Perhaps I'd do castle long now. I'd rather attack, to be honest. Can I go here? Okay, opponent does. I can open up the diagonal. Do I do it this way though? Yeah, perhaps I do it this way. I'm gonna go here. No, I actually can't because the diagonal is not open. I can now. Any attack? I guess he's going to try and pile pressure on this. But if the queen comes across, can't do that. Don't have that move. Guess I have to kind of come back now. I like it. Yeah, come back. Perhaps castle now, annoyingly. Okay, game's a bit more open now. My attack's fallen a little bit. Now, attacks. Threats, my side. Okay, just come back all the way. So do just castle now. At some point I can push this pawn that it's weak. It's going to be a target. Now I can push already. My knight's doing a good job defending. A little bit defensive, but so you can always pin the annoyingly, and this is closed now. I guess that's the main. So that kind of seems like a slow move. Let's try and attack here again. I guess I can't easily attack this far. He's got so much. This square is so well protected. Can pin, and I guess I can just slide across at some point. Now knight can jump in, but more control over this square is good. Okay, knight does jump in. What's his by that now? Not really. I mean, I can go here, here, or queen. I think I'll start by this, getting my a little bit more safe here. Then perhaps both queens quite safe. Obviously, my opponent has a bit more control of the center. Checks, captures, and threats. Let's try and focus on that. Now, I guess it's going to go for a pawn push of some kind. How many captures? How many checks? My opponent's threats. Not immediate, I don't think. These squares are covered well. Okay. Guess he wants to play here. Let's go. I guess I get the rook lift here if that happens, just to gain a bit more control over the third. I don't know if the capture will happen. Here, it just hangs the knight, so I can't do that. At some point, can I go here, here? Maybe I can do that now. Yeah, perhaps here, here is the next plan. Don't want to pre-move, but there it is. Okay, time's balanced again. That's good. Okay, next plans. Other plans. My opponent, I guess he wants to, can he push here now? And do I have to do anything about it, I guess is the main thing. Interesting. Okay, let's go with that plan. No, I didn't see any immediate threats there. That's why I played that relatively quickly. Don't know what that move does, especially. I guess this is kind of weak now, but it has been for a while. Let's stick to the plan here. Perhaps I can. Now, obviously, that is. Now, queen is hanging. That's important to notice here. So perhaps I can come here first with the plan to reroute at some point. Well, that does mean he can bring that in here, but I still got reasonable control. I guess I take with this pawn. Do I? No, because then that opens it that far. I guess I take here. Yeah. Try and trade a little bit. It does lose control over that, and my rook's a bit misplaced there. So perhaps if he lets me, I'll take myself. Queen here is not that good. Okay, I guess takes. Let's just go takes. Okay. Here, maybe there. Maybe that. No, with the rook is better, isn't it? Yeah, rook's better. Okay, just try not to hang my queen. That's going to be positive if I can do that next game, or this game rather. And let's play it. Had that in mind anyway. Still here, can advance these pawns at some point. Now this pawn is weak, can become a target. Can at any point come here and try and challenge this. Fairly coordinated pieces at the moment. This is my main weak spot. This is weak, this is weak. Queen's still hanging, which is interesting to note. Now, do I have to do anything about that? Not really. I can do that and that and that perhaps. Time's on my side, which is a rarity. Now I don't have to take, actually. I can force a take with this. I guess you can take this, but then I have that. Oh, damn it, I don't. Oh, that's annoying. Oh, God, what a blunder at this point. Okay. Now, can I just... How quick is he going to be? I guess that's the main thing here. No. Or do I just sack my queen? I think I just sack my queen. Try play for time. See what my opponent does. Playing quite slow still, which is good for me. Can he convert? That's the main question. I'm going to just try and make things awkward for him. Let's have a check. I don't think so. Oh, where's my queen the most? Okay, that would just hang the game. Let's get piece coordination here. Now, okay, don't think he's going to do it, and I'm going to win on time. Don't really want to, but that's the way it goes. There. Okay, did win. That's good. Let's go over to the game review. First of all, manual review, and then I'll jump in after. Okay, over to the game review now. Plan is to identify the origin of mistake, and that can be one of three things. It's either a calculation failure, in which, I just didn't calculate enough. Basically, I didn't calculate enough. An evaluation failure where I actually did calculate, but didn't proceed with that line because I thought it'd be a bad position overall. Calculation was good, but positional understanding was not that good. or a psychological failure. Just I was tired, impatient, playing too fast. You know, and that normally happens when the time and stuff comes in for me, certainly, as well as many other times. You know, I'm still learning loads. But yeah, let's get on with the evaluation. Let's try and identify that before I turn the engine on. Now, I did wonder, like, maybe before or after he played that move, like, this is, I should know this a little bit more, but leaving that open is a bit dangerous, because let's play this through. Yeah, luckily, you can't really do anything there at this point. If he comes here, it's protected and goes back. So he does just force that, and I don't think it's an error at this point. And then that move I'm always happy to see in the Dutch, so don't think. Now, take there, what else can I do? I can bring a pawn up here, and then takes. I don't know if I like that position, because that pawn becomes incredibly weak straight away. So yeah, perhaps take, that's a normal thing. And usually you don't mind those trades in the Dutch. I think I was just a bit stuck. Spent a bit more time on this, like 30 seconds. I don't think that was really a mistake. Now, so a slow attack. Okay, I'm kind of waiting for that move as well. Now, when he brings this in, obviously I've just got to guard the pawn first, but then I can push the other pawn, d6, and he has to go back. It's that simple. So I've got my pawn's development. I'm getting a bit more control, especially of that king side. And I wonder here, now whether I just let him push there easily. I don't know if there's an easy way to, because I don't really want to close that diagonal, even though it does happen in the game at some point. I think it was a huge mistake. And it just goes back. I wonder here as well. Be interested to see what the engine would say. Okay, that diagonal does close now. So I don't have anything here. Now this obviously opens for the rook. Curious to know. And then there was the obvious mistake later on, which here I just hung and had to play for time. But let's see. Okay, I couldn't identify it easily, so let's see what the actual analysis says. I'll run the game review. This one, okay. So let's see. Can I just run the review? That might be slightly easier. Okay, let's do that. Oh, not great. Did have 2 blunders and quite a few inaccuracies. So, right, let's see. Let's identify the first one. Won't go too much into this. Okay, we're fine at this point. Fine-ish. Right, that's the first mistake. Why? Because it enables the rook to come in the game, which does actually happen anyway later. That's fine. That's fine. Okay, it does want me to push this early already. That's interesting. Okay, so let's run that scenario. Takes. Yeah, and my opponent actually can't. And I'm threatening this. Hang on, what if I do that? Am I not threatening this? I am, but it's still even apparently. Because of the check. Okay, but can I not? Yeah. Okay. Maybe because my king's so weak, it's still a draw technically. Oh, because you can attack my rook. Okay. Yeah, interesting. Okay, so first mistake was it's kind of a hard one to see. Okay, so just trying to identify which type of mistake it is. Is it calculation, is it evaluation, or psychological failure? Now, I didn't feel frustrated or impatient or playing too fast, so let's rule that one out, psychological failure. Evaluation, it's a calculation failure. Okay, so I'm not calculating enough there. Right, fair enough. Okay, that's that. Yeah, guys, thank you so much for watching. As always, take care, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye-bye.